Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to the Traxion News, a weekly show presented by this idiot, currently in a very different space to what you're used to, all about the happenings across motorsport, video games, esports, and this here Traxion channel. Hit subscribe if you've got no idea where I am. Ring the bell if you'd like to know where I am. Here's what's going on. Last week's Nintendo Direct was good, I think, but as per, I was disappointed in the lack of Mario Kart 9. But we are getting a new Mario Kart on the Switch in some way, shape, or form. Alongside a new tier to the Nintendo Switch Online subscription is the ability to play Nintendo 64 and also Sega Mega Drive or Genesis games in the same way you can already for the NES and SNES. Included in the initial roster is one Mario Kart 64, which needs no introduction, and F-Zero X, just to point out two of the racing endeavours you'll get your hands on. But in other Switch racing news from the Direct, Final Fantasy is getting another kart racer in the form of Chocobo GP, we got a very brief look at Hot Wheels Unleashed running on the system, and Wreckfest is coming to the Switch too. Not gonna lie, I'm genuinely surprised to see Wreckfest coming to the Switch. Since it's a very physics-based, heavy simulation-y style game, I am actually fascinated to see how well that's gonna run on the Switch. In a rather touching bit of news, the late great Ayrton Senna is set to have a tribute to him placed inside the retro-inspired racing game Horizon Chase in an upcoming update. But it's not just some minuscule skin add-on, it's a full-fledged single-player campaign crafted by the Brazilian devs, and to make things even more touching, part of the profits from this content pack sales are going to support the Ayrton Senna educational programs. If you want to pick up this content pack and support the program, the Senna Forever expansion releases on the 20th of October on basically every platform you can think of. Okay, time to place your speculation hats atop your heads as we're going to talk about some rumours, as inside sources have told Video Games Chronicle that a new Twisted Metal game is in development. The 1995 classic is set to be reborn in some way, shape or form by Lucid Games, the folks behind Destruction All-Stars on the PS5. This venture will apparently be free to play, and the supposed release window will be 2023. Excited about this prospect? Let me know in the comments below. Safe to say, this year's F1 season has been pretty dramatic. We've got Lewis versus Max heating the hell up, and honestly, the last few laps of Sochi, we're not going to talk about. Sorry, Lando. But in F1 2021, the drivers' in-game ratings have been tweaked to accommodate for their real-life performances at the Belgian, Dutch, and Italian Grand Prix. So much so, Sir Lewis has now snuck ahead of Max, sitting 1 point higher at an overall rating of 94, Carlos Sainz is now equaling Charles Leclerc's overall rating at 88, and poor Esteban Ocon has now dropped to 84 overall, even after his first win a few races ago in Hungary. Hang on. It's October now. God, this year has gone really quickly. Time to get into the spooky spirit with the Dirt 5 update. The always fun Playgrounds mode has had a free update featuring some spooky items, and there have been a few tweaks to the game itself in the 6.02 update. Check the link in the video description below for more info. One last quick thing, John Munro's favourite game, Art of Rally, is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5 next week on October 6th. Plus, each platform is getting a bespoke version, so if you're on PS5, you're not just playing a backwards compatible version, which is really good to hear. Okay, time for our weekly look at racing esports. Plenty to cover this week, so I'll rattle through them in short order, but we start with the opening round of the Le Mans Virtual Series at Monza. After an epic 4-hour endurance race where strategy played a key role in the outcome, Real Team Hydrogen Redline won the event as Jeffrey Rietveld, Danny Unkadea and Michael Smiddle held off GPX Rebellion Williams and Floyd Bycole's Burst. In the GTE class, the Porsche Esports team car driven by Mitchell de Jong, Mac Backham and Martin Kroenke was dominant after slowly rising through the ranks in the opening hour with some deft overtaking. If that wasn't enough Monza action for you, then we say ciao to the final round of the Formula Pro Series won by champion Bono House, obviously. The Mercedes-AMG Esports driver didn't quite have it all his own way, as RAG Esports' Erhan Yuyovsky initially took the lead after a perfect start and then proceeded to defend like his life depended on it. It was an amazing race, and there's a link in the description below to the highlights. Then Jeffrey Rietveld took his second major win of the week, steering his BMW M6 to feature race glory during the 6th round of the ADAC GT Masters Esports Championship at the Sachsenring. The victory was especially impressive as the BOP of the Bentley looked to suit this venue. There's just one round left in the season, a double-header grand final at the Hockenheim Ring on the 19th of October. A small shout out to our very own John Munro, who's in the top half of the Sporting GT4 race before running out of fuel like the rest of the United Bloody Kingdom. There's a video about that too, linked in the description. Also racing from the TraxionGG squad this week were Justin Malillo and Aero in the IRX All-Star race, with Justin finishing 3rd in the last chance qualifier and Aero finishing 6th overall. John Robertson took the World Championship win. This week on Traxion, we reviewed Hot Wheels Unleashed, and John and I went head to head in the game's split screen mode, and honestly I've not stopped playing it since. This game is brilliant, please go and watch that video. And speaking of John, he has a retrospective piece out about Tocker Race Driver 3, which he recently finished his playthrough series off, so go and check that out, and you can see what happened from his perspective at the ADAC GT4 race where he ran out of fuel. Poor John. Finally, Dave Cam takes you around Lime Rock Park in his most recent iRacing track guide. Coming up on Traxion, John takes a look at the Mustang Mach-E in Race Room and starts his Race Driver Grid series on Sunday. Do not miss out on that. We take a look at some great cars you can drive in Art of Rally, and John and Ozzy go up against the UK fuel crisis. Haha, fun in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Finally, I've got some more hardware reviews coming your way, so don't miss out on those either. Once again, that is it for this week. As always, links in the description below for more information about everything we've spoken about today. And as always, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications to not miss out on any videos coming your way. And to all of you who have hit subscribe and have rang the bell, have liked our videos, shared them or commented, thank you. Seriously, thank you. We are edging ever closer to 10,000 subs, and we appreciate each and every one of you for helping us get here. So thank you. But until I see you all again, have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Keep it pinned. I'll see you next week.